Daniel Martell's story shifts, sparking doubts and compelling scrutiny into Lilly's disappearance. Do the words coming out of his mouth change depending on who he is talking to? You decide in today's episode.
Whether Lilly said anything that morning. He replied saying, not the first time, but the second time, yes. I went over these times as I said in my head over and over, trying to find details or clues.
All right, so this is what I love being able to see here are the text messages from Daniel Martell. Did Lilly say anything? Not the first time, but the second time. I went over those times, as I said, in my head over and over, trying to find details or clues. Susan, she either said hi, Dad, or hello. Yeah, so this is Daniel Martell talking about Lily's last words, but he's changed his mind several times. And the more that I feel like that he talks to social media and gets in the mix, things tend to change. I don't know if law enforcement's taking a look at that, or they've behind the scenes maybe with around each other ruled him out. I don't know. All right, guys, we're getting closer to the end. I'll ask you guys, we can finish this clip, and there's one more piece of information I can say for another day or not. Have you guys seen anything about the Daniel Martell's burner phone where people are looking at it and they have little baggies, people are saying, are mathematician tools, so to speak? Anyone seen anything about the burner phone? All right, let me know if you're still here, if you guys still want to hang out for another 20 minutes or so, or you're ready to go. We got more information. If not, I can save it for another day. All right.
She said hi, Dad, or hello, Dad.
Put a
I
one
remember
if
before
you...
I thought she didn't say anything, but time passes and everything becomes clear. Mission becomes clear, evidence builds, leads are followed up on, and time continues to tick for the individuals involved, but the batteries in the watch only last so long. This is very interesting. The amount of changes Daniel Martell has had in his stories is definitely concerning.
I know,
We
that's
never heard
why
anything about Lily speaking to anyone that morning, but now apparently she did say hi, Dad, or hello, Dad. It's difficult to know what to believe these days. Who is telling the truth? And
I mean, that is a big deal, though, guys. That is a huge deal. If one of your children went missing and I heard you telling stories about, or let's say Jen Soto, let's go to Jen Soto. We did this, we did that. And then it completely changes to, yeah, I never seen her. And then other different various versions of the story. Are you believing that? And yes, it's not actually the burner phone, but it's the big thing that's going around the internet of Daniel's burner phone, and it's got mathematician tools in it. So let me know. Hit one in chat if you want to talk about that. Two if you're just done. All right, Linda, I'll leave that up for a minute. All right.
Which version is the truth? What do you guys think? Drop your thoughts down below.
All right. Yeah, never a good idea to interject yourself into a case that you may be part of, right? All right, hold on. We're gonna debunk this. It bothered me a lot yesterday. It bothered me a lot watching this on different channels talk about things that just weren't so. So that's why I wanted to go over this again. It's coming from Drunk Turkey, but it originates from a criming shame. And this is the burner phone. The truth about the burner phone. That's not really a burner phone. It looks like you guys want to stay here. So let me put that up. Dang it, my computer's being wonky. I never like to leave the screen like that. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the truth about the burner phone. People are zooming in on this little piece right here and saying, oh, that's his baggie. You can see the D rugs in it. And I mean, all this stuff's just going around that's just not true. All right. And it's not going to help with the case. Potato doesn't even remember what Maddie was wearing. Yeah, that's because I believe she does know, or she did know what Maddie was wearing, but she remembers several versions of what Maddie was wearing. All right. So if you haven't heard about this burner phone deal, let's listen.
For talking about the content and bringing out an awareness to Jack and Lily and to their disappearance.
And thank you,
and
Barbie
on
G.
there, they brought up an interesting point that was going on. Pretty much big sense of contention is that Daniel apparently was doing drugs at some point, and that some of Malaya's family members took a photo of some items that were left on a water heater that was inside of the bathroom after Daniel had left, and
well, that's why I'm using Drunk Turkey Show, Tammy, because I'm debunking the nonsense that I saw online. I saw people zooming in and showing little pieces on there saying, look, that's the crystal or whatever you call that. That's the ice. They're zooming in on the bag and we're debunking that right now, Tammy. That's what we're doing. So people know that whatever you saw about that is more than likely not true.
Indicated that this was some sort of either burner phone alongside with some drugs. And well, we wanted to break that down and look at those things and see, is that actually what's going on? I've contacted Daniel. He's reached out to me, told me what it was. He's actually recreated the photo with another item. And I'll let you guys be the deciding factors. But without further ado, let's break it down. Let's look at it. Let's look into it. So
don't forget, guys, drop your comments, hit the like button. I'm going to grab that little spinner above. I'm going to spin that little spinner and give somebody this. I'll ship it out to you guys next week, whoever wins this, all right? This is the Guilty of Crime crew right there. That's our cute version of us, right? The little cutesy stuff, not the bloody, gory stuff, all right? That's me with the shades, the Leo with the shades, and then you see everybody else. There's Foxy, there's Tiff, there's Carly, there's, I don't know. Who's the sloth? I don't remember. All right. I should be a sloth and a lion at the same time. All right, you guys decide.
This is Daniel's water heater, and the first thing that you want to notice is you have what appears to be some sort of
that's you. Okay.
Board,
that's
like a micro chip board.
That's
you. Have I know some folks were looking at this and trying to say that this was some sort of baggie. That's not a baggie. As you can see, look right here, the metallic color on the microchip board compared to this is, I believe, a battery for what this is, and is a plasma lighter. Now look right here at the tips. They seem pretty burnt, right?
Yeah, this is why I wanted to do that, because they were drawing pictures and showing that there was ice and whatever. And I'm fine. I'm sure that he does have that stuff. I'm sure that they do whatever it is that they do, but I just don't like false information. It bothers me. I'm like, killing me. You gotta, debunk the junk.
And that's actually, like I said, that's a battery. And it's bent in certain ways. And I got some pictures of it as well.
I know.
But that goes to this item here. This is not a phone. This is too small for one instance. Look at the size of that fitting there for the water heater. Go check out yours.
Now, people are speculating it's a burner phone, but I want you to remember at the beginning of this episode, in case you forgot, we talked about items that were recovered by RCMP. All right. They did recover all of their cell phones, all of their electronics, all of their, literally bank records, phone records, surveillance footage. All right. So I want you to realize that they did do that already. And whether Daniel's involved or not, there's not some burner phone that has, mathematician products inside of it. Are you out of here, Foxy? Have a good night. If so.
If you want to kind of get an idea of how small this is, and it's a very small item. There's some springs associated with it. And what I want you to take notice is this here. Look, this is one of the things, and Daniel takes these apart for whatever reason. He likes to take things apart, put them back together. A lot of things electrical.
Why do you think Daniel likes to take things apart, y'all?
And things of that nature. I know a lot of people look at him and say maybe perhaps they question his intelligence and things of that nature, but this guy's he's not stupid.
He's not stupid at all.
Yeah.
We have another soda.
But look at as you can see, so remember when I was pointing out the burnt end at the top? That's what I think that's from. So let me remove this from the screen. See the burnt end there? And this is him recreating it. So you got the burnt end. And then the recreation. There's the fitting. There's the chip. He didn't take it apart, obviously. And there's the battery with the spring that goes along with the with this here. Now, this battery here has some film over it. This is with it together with the spring. I'm not sure where the spring goes, but the spring goes somewhere in there. The other side of the battery. And as I could say, when you look at it, it's obvious that this isn't a baggie full of something. You know, this is appears to be. I mean, it's the same color as this metallic stuff that's on the chip here. To me, it's the same. You know, if you imagine removing this plastic portion of this battery out of this plastic area, and it's.
I think he works. Doesn't he do? Isn't his work based on the weather, y'all? Like, doesn't he do like some kind of construction or some kind of? I know he doesn't work all the time. Oh, there you go. Daniel works at a sawmill. Thank you. And that's probably dependent on the weather, right? All right, let's keep going.
It's probably what you're going to be looking at there. And this is a box full of stuff that Daniel keeps that are full of electronics and things of that nature. In fact, let me pull up another video of that I have of all the stuff that he has. It's pretty wild.
Let's look at. I don't care about watching him do that. Yeah. Okay, hold on.
To Janie as well. And
I mean, honestly, guys, this is what I think of when you think of like tweaker stuff, right? When you go to someone's house and they're going a million miles an hour, that's the kind of stuff that I see. And I've seen people that work on electronics versus working on electronics, and it's much different. All right. All right. And you know what? I did not even realize that I have a pile of these things. I have a pile of different guilty of crime shirts. So that particular one, I didn't realize was a birthday present. So I'm not going to give that one away. But I have a bunch of guilty of crime t-shirts, and I'll give you guys a guilty of crime t-shirt. I don't want to give away a birthday present that I got. I didn't even realize it, because if I had a camera right now and I went like this, there's a pile of guilty of crime stuff, and I feel guilty for having a pile of stuff and you guys not having any guilty of crime merch. So that being said, today I'll spin for a guilty of crime shirt. And this is one I think you can buy. You got to ask Tiff in chat. I'm pretty sure that we sell those designs online. But I'm not going to give that one away because I did not realize that it was a birthday present, because I have a stack of birthday presents still there. So, all right. Which one's Synth? The ones with the cookies? I think we sell these online. We're not there yet. I will. All right. But I got a bunch of guilty of crime stuff, and I feel bad that I have a bunch of extra and you guys, some of you guys don't have any of it. All right. So let's keep going.
And she kind of mentioned that he takes things apart, puts them back together. You know, this is, what he does with electronic stuff.